Alright, so I am tooling around the new park right now in a golf cart that we rented. And I want to show you something up here as we turn this corner. This is actually a pretty nice park, and we'll take you on a whole tour of this park pretty soon here, but what I want to show you is up here. As we come this way, you can see this site right here with our little car and no RV.
People always told me I need someone like you, someone who gets me and someone who's cool, yeah. And I like the way you are, and now I want it all.
That's right, guys. The RV is back in the shop. I am not too happy about it. I'll tell you more in a minute. Look at this little car here. What in the world is that? I'll tell you more about it in just a minute here, but let's go back a day and watch this first. So most RV YouTubers show you only like the wonderful side of this life, as if it's a 24/7 vacation. And believe me, I mean, it almost is. It really is for most of the time. Right now, I am so over it, though. And so is this lovely lady up here, who is now working on a video, making the best of our situation. Usually I can find the positive in anything, and I'm trying. And I'm hoping by making this video that it will help me come out of this funk. But basically, we are dealing with the slides again. We just had the slides fixed. I don't know what the problem is, but we're dealing with them again. We were in, where were we, babe? Not Bradenton. Nokomis. We were in Nokomis for a month here in Florida. And we tried to stay there longer because we didn't really want to leave. We weren't ready to leave yet, but we had to get to our next park. So yesterday we got up early. We were getting everything packed up, cleaning up the outside and everything. Marianne went to put in the slide from the bedroom, and it comes in like 10 inches and stops. And I heard her like groan in here, and I'm like thinking, please God, tell me that was just a groan, because like she now needs to put it back out because she forgot to get something out of a drawer. And I was not that lucky. She groaned because it completely stopped and wouldn't move another inch. We tried the big slide here, and it wouldn't move. I called a mobile RV tech. I called a couple of them, and there was one of them who said that they'd call me back. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here feeling completely helpless. Like, isn't there something I can do to try to be repairing this myself? But I don't know anything about these mechanics underneath the rig. So I got out there. I thought about somebody who said you can tap the motor. And I don't know if they were talking about this kind of motor or what, but I just remember that in my head. I remembered hearing that at one point. So I went out there with a screwdriver because it was the only thing available at the time. And I got under there and started tapping on the motor. Well, it started making a kind of a whining sound then, so we tried it. We got the bedroom slide all the way in, and then this slide here, we would get it to come in a little bit at a time, and it would like whine as I'm tapping on it, and I don't know. Long story short, it ended up coming in after a while. We were able to bring up the jacks, the levelers, because they're on springs anyway, so they're going to go up. So we solved the immediate problem, which was we needed to be checking out of that park and get on the road to the next one. So we solved that problem, get on the road, and found the positive in that at least we solved that problem. We get here last night right about 5 o'clock as it's just starting to get dark. Nothing with the jacks, the slides, nothing. You hit the button and you just hear this click. And I'm like, all right, let's go get a hotel. So we went and stayed at a hotel for the night. Where did we stay, babe? Best Western?
Best Western.
Best Western. Came back this morning first thing, started messing with it. I tried the whole tapping deal again, did nothing. I called the guy who fixed the motor yesterday, and he said they ordered a new one. They're going to send it to us. Doesn't help us anytime soon, because that's probably, a week at least down the line, if not 2. So when we got here and started messing with it, trying to fix it, and nothing happened. started calling mobile RV techs. They either don't work on hydraulics. They don't know anybody to suggest we go to. We're too far out of their range. Finally, I called a place that is not a mobile place. It was, but now they've discontinued it. So now we have to take it in there. It's only about 20 minutes away, thank God. And we can't take it till tomorrow morning. So instead of getting another hotel, we are just staying in here without the...
We're gonna rough it.
We're gonna rough it. We're gonna stay in here with the slides in. We hooked up the water, we hooked up the electric, so we have that. It's just crunched in here, that's all. So basically this is how it is. You know, I mean, we got everything packed up because we were traveling, so it's an absolute disaster in here anyway. This slide is usually out about another 3 feet. It's obviously not right now, so we're gonna have to deal with being crunched in there tonight. And then the bedroom back here, we also can't put out the slide. So it is covered with everything. We're gonna have to find a place for all this stuff so we can sleep tonight. But again, we can't put out the slide, so we can't get into the drawers. I mean, a little bit we can. Over here, we can get in part of the closet for some clothes. I can't get in any of my drawers, which are all back there. So it's just crazy, and it's distressing, and I am over it. I don't know. I mean, the good thing is, I just got done telling Marion, at least it is the perfect weather to have to deal with a problem like this. Like, usually when you're dealing with a problem, it's like sub-zero outside, or raining, or it's snowing, or it's so hot that I'm like just sweating beads. And it's really perfect weather here right now.
It's a beautiful park too.
Yeah, it's a beautiful park. It's perfect weather. And
we get to watch the old folks play golf right in front of our RV.
yeah, like this new place that we're at, the road that you drive through has holes and flags. So like the road, the whole park is a strange
golf course.
Yeah, it's like a mini putt-putt course, but it's not. It's really weird. But anyways, right now I'm just feeling like crunched in here, and I don't know. But yeah, look at this. We got all this stuff. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to pull myself out of the funk like I always do.
We can take our chairs outside and sit.
Yeah, we could do that. We got a fire pit back there, but we don't have no wood, and it's like behind the RV. It's really strange. I'll show you later. But
and there's a little creek back there, a little stream or river or whatever.
Yeah, I walked back there looking to see if there was any alligators.
Yeah. No such luck, huh?
Nope.
Nothing to eat you up.
Nope.
And drag you under and drown you.
So, anyways, that's where it is right now, guys. Like I said, it's fun most of the time. And yesterday on our drive, we were talking about some of the awesome things we've done, some of the awesome places we've been. But man, when it's problems like this, I mean, it's never anything that can just be solved, you know, like that.
Yeah.
It's always just something that's going to take forever, going to cost a lot of money, going to put us in hotels or Airbnbs, and you know, until we get it in there and the people look at it and diagnose the problem, we don't know how long this is going to take. She said it could take 48 hours to fix, or we could have to bring the RV back here, wait for them to get the parts they need, then take it back to them, and then we'll end up being in a hotel or whatever for God knows how long while I fix it. So that gets frustrating to me because I'm honestly tired of pouring money into that kind of thing, you know. Our money we want to go to traveling and or building a cabin. So
and the other good thing too is we're here for a month.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about getting out of here like in 5 days or, 10 days or
yeah,
something.
we're not under pressure to get it done at a certain time. So that's definitely a good thing. But it certainly does have me stressed out. And I get stressed out too often. Alright, so let's come on over here to the site for a second. So yeah, this is where we were first at when we first pulled in here. We got the tow dolly here. We got the car. We now have the golf cart. And I even left our hose right here when we unhooked. So let's back up here for a minute, and then I'm going to tell you first what's been going on since that last clip that you just watched. And I'm going to take you over and show you where we are at the moment. So we spent a month over at Nokomis at Royal Coachman RV Resort. And the last video you guys saw from us, we were setting up those chairs. Marion was setting up those chairs and having so much trouble with them, and the Bucky's table and all that. That was a pretty funny video. We have been so busy for the past month just trying to keep up with videos on the other channel and get other things done with the RV that we have not been able to do on the road, that we honestly never even got the chance to sit outside in those chairs. We probably sat in them for a few minutes at a time while we were out there cooking on the Blackstone, and that was it. The rest of the month we were just so busy we didn't get anything done. We did take a little bit of time out to go see a couple of movies, Ghostbusters Afterlife and that House of Gucci movie. But other than that, we've just been so busy we haven't been able to get any other videos up on this channel. So, as I said, we went to leave the other day, bringing in the slides. They stopped dead. After fiddling around with them for a few hours, we got them in enough where we could drive down the road. We got here, and everything was dead. We stayed at a hotel the first night. The second night, we were going to stay in the RV with the slides in and everything, but it was just so cramped, and we started looking at our options for the next few days because we knew that once we took the RV in, they were going to have to keep the RV for a few days. We don't know how long yet. So we went down to the office and we said, hey, I understand you have these park models for rent by the night. And a park model is basically just a travel trailer that they have made into a permanent residence, I guess you'd call it. And then they rent them out, kind of like little cottages. So we rented one of those for 4 days, which I'll take you over there and show you that now. It's actually not too far from our site, just up here and around the corner. It's a little piece if you were going to walk it, but to drive it on a golf cart, it's not that big of a deal. That's actually why we got the golf cart, so we could run back and forth to the site. So it's on the other side of the park here. Like I said, if you were to walk it, it would be kind of a long walk. But here it is right here. This little high line is what it's called. It's just a little one bedroom. I'll take you in and show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like on the outside here. You can see it's basically just a travel trailer that they've made a permanent part of the park. Over here you can see it has slides. Pretty dirty on this side. I don't know why they don't keep it cleaner, but you can see it has a slide here for the living room, slide for the bedroom, and that's it on the outside. Permanent hookups out there. Now when we brought everything over here, we took this cart, put this big box on the back, and we drove back and forth from the RV to over here, load after load, to bring all our crap in here. So let's go in and I'll show you this real quick, and I'll tell you how we ended up here. It's actually pretty clean in here, and it's nice. Here's the door we just came in. As you see, we got a little TV here, probably about a 32-inch. We got a little, I don't know, a radio there if we wanted to listen to Christmas music or something. Little fake fireplace down here. Ceiling fan up here. We got a couch that pulls out to a bed if you wanted it to. A little recliner here. You actually have a pretty good amount of space in here to move around. It's not crowded or anything. Here's a table with 4 chairs. We got a kitchen over here, sink, a stove, microwave, full-size fridge over here. Plenty of cupboard space and everything. Yeah, lots of cupboard space here. And then you got this little area over here that we use for our coffee area. And then back here through the hall, you got a bathroom here with a full shower, little bathroom, and then here's the bedroom back here. We think this is about a full-size bed. I think we have a queen in ours. This one seems to be a little bit smaller, but yeah, air conditioning, ceiling fans, And all the stuff that I have on eBay for the Christmas stuff from the other channel is all stacked in here because we needed to bring that with us. So, anyways, yeah, we got a little TV up there. So you can see it's not too bad of a place. It's not home. It's uncomfortable in the sense that everything is just slightly smaller than it needs to be for it to be comfortable. Like, it feels like everything just shrunk about 4 inches smaller than it should be. It's just big enough to be livable, but it's not big enough to be truly comfortable. Just everything. I don't know. I mean, we're making do. It's a nice looking place, but it's just kind of uncomfortable. So Marion is down at the little clubhouse right now trying to upload her video, because also the internet here is really bad. The connection is really bad. We have 2 separate hotspots that we own, and then the park itself has internet, and they all are horrible here. It's just really bad connection. But that's why you don't see her in this video right now. So anyway, so we went down there. We rented this trailer for 4 nights, I think it is, 4 nights. And we trucked all our stuff over from the RV, got it all in here, spent the night here the first night, got up first thing in the morning, got the RV out the door, over to the RV repair place. They checked it out and said, okay, we're going to have you leave it here. And we're waiting for a call back from them to hear, you know, an estimate what it's going to cost. Then I just tell them, go ahead and fix it. And then we'll figure out when we're going to get it back, which is hopefully going to be soon, but we don't know yet. Today is Saturday. They close at 3 o'clock. It's about 12 right now. It might even be 1. So I'm going to give them a call in about an hour here, see what we can figure out, because we're only booked here through Monday. And I think it cost about $500 to book this one. So it sucks because we've already paid for the site over there on the other side of the park. We're still using it because we still have the tow dolly and the car sitting over there. Plus, we don't want to give that up and then not have a site. So we paid for that, and now we've also paid for this. So this is the biggest problem and the biggest frustration when something goes wrong with the RV, that it has to go in and get fixed, because you end up paying so much money during the process just to rent someplace else to stay before you even get to the cost of having the RV repaired. So it's a big bummer, it's very frustrating, and it's very difficult to keep positive. You know, in the beginning when things were happening, like we blew the engine and stuff, it was tough to stay positive, but at the same time, it had just begun. We had like almost a good entire year before things really started happening. And now it seems like it's constant. We're constantly dealing with this, constantly ending up in Airbnbs, dropping money on all this stuff, and it just, I don't know, it gets old. You know, I love this lifestyle. We love traveling and seeing all these places. But it definitely gets old, dropping so much money to maintain it. So anyway, that's where we stand right now. We're waiting to hear back from them on the RV, how long it's going to take to fix it. We're praying to God that they will have it fixed by Monday. We can pick it up Monday, and we don't have to find anywhere else. Otherwise, if they're going to have it longer than that, we're going to find ourselves back in an Airbnb, or still in here, which is very uncomfortable. Like I said, everything is just slightly too small for it to really be comfortable. It works in a bind, but, you know. So anyways, we will keep you guys updated and let you know what's happening and when we're back in the RV. And hopefully, this will be the last time we have to deal with this for quite a while.
People always told me I need someone like you, someone who gets me and someone